In this video, I'm going to talk about mostly used file formats in the photography workflow: JPEG, HEIC, TIFF, PST, RAW files, and DNG. But before I talk about each file format, let me explain some of the key relevant concepts. File size is crucial in the photography workflow because it dictates the amount of storage space required, time needed to transfer data of the file from one location to another, amount of memory required to process the file, and the time it takes to process it. To manage file size, digital images go through compression. Image files are compressed in two ways: lossy compression and lossless compression. Lossy compression results in smaller file size, but in the process, some of the data is discarded. In lossless compression, no data is lost, resulting into larger file sizes. Next, let's talk about bit depth, which also impacts file size. For images to look photorealistic, it requires a certain amount of information, and this information is called bits. The greater the bit depth, the more information the file contains, and hence bigger the file size. Most digital cameras capture images in 8 bits or 12 to 16 bits for raw capture. In Adobe Photoshop, file size can be 8 bits per channel, 16 bits, or 32 bits. 8 bits means 2 to the power of 8, which results in 256. That means 8 bits per channel can have 256 different intensity values per channel. A grayscale image has one single channel and can have 256 shades of gray ranging from black to white. Similarly, a color RGB has 3 channels: red, green, and blue, and each of the channels has 256 varying intensities of each color. When these primary colors get mixed, they become the diverse range of colors in images. 16 bits has greater number of colors, and 32 bits has even more. Higher the bit depth, the greater the resolution and bigger the file size. Image compression, bit depth, and file size are key factors when talking about file types. Now, let's talk about each file format. JPEG is a widely used file format for image capture, storing photos, or sharing them. It uses lossy compression, hence the file sizes are small. JPEG is a good file format to transfer images over the internet or share them on the web because of their small file sizes. JPEG files are not the best format if image quality is important because it discards information during compression. Every time you save an image as JPEG, it compresses the information, discarding information that it deems unnecessary. One good thing about JPEG is you can save the image in varying settings that suit your needs. JPEG only supports 8 bits per channel. JPEG files do not support layers in Adobe Photoshop. Another great thing about JPEG is that it is compatible across applications, devices, and platforms, making it easy to use and accessible by all. HEIC is a newer file format that also uses lossy compression. Apple has started using this file format since iOS 11 and Mac OS High Sierra. It uses newer compression technology, resulting in the file sizes to be half the size of JPEGs. However, the file format is not yet compatible across all applications and platforms. Only reason I'm including this file in this list is because it will be more widely used in the future. TIFF is a great working file format for photographers, and some camera manufacturers also use it for image capture. It can be uncompressed or compressed using lossless compression. TIFF file sizes can be large. TIFF supports 8 bits per channel, 16 bits, and 32 bits. It supports all options such as layers and masks in Photoshop. TIFF files can be up to 4 GB in size. TIFF files are compatible across applications, devices, and platforms. This file format is widely used in the printing and publishing industry because of its compatibility and ability to retain data and image resolution. PSD is a native Adobe Photoshop file format and great for working on images when working with Photoshop because it supports all Photoshop options like layers and masks. A PSD file uses lossless compression, hence the file sizes are large. PSD file supports 8 bits per channel, 16 bits and 32 bits. PSD file can be up to 2 GB of file size. The file format is not compatible with other applications beyond Photoshop and other Adobe software. RAW file is a file format used for image capture. A RAW file is digital equivalent of negative in analog photography. RAW file contains data of the photo straight from the camera's sensor. It uses lossless compression, hence the file sizes are large. RAW files are non-destructive, meaning the information remains intact even if the file is edited with editing software. RAW files are proprietary. Camera manufacturers have their own proprietary RAW files such as CR2 by Canon, NEF by Nikon, and ARW by Sony. Each of these proprietary RAW files are only compatible to each manufacturer's editing software. DNG, on the other hand, is a non-proprietary RAW file. It is a file format developed by Adobe to archive RAW files from different camera manufacturers. It is openly licensed and used by several camera manufacturers and mobile devices for image capture. Any RAW file format can be converted into DNG with Lightroom, the Camera Raw app, or the free Adobe DNG converter. With the DNG file format, Adobe is trying to create universal RAW file format to accommodate for the numerous camera manufacturers' proprietary RAW files. I hope you find this primer on photo file types useful. If you have any questions, please use the comment section below. And please subscribe my channel. I'll be uploading more tutorials soon.